All right. This is another episode of Ask GQ. I know this one's a little different. We went live for this one because I wanted to bring a special guest in. All right. The question of the week is, why are Black business viewed negatively? All right. I'm going to say it again. The question is, why are Black businesses viewed negatively? And I'm going to just go ahead and then jump in on it first.
Okay.
Black businesses are viewed negatively because we believe that everybody else's ice is colder than our ice. All right, we believe that if I go get a pair of glasses down the block versus the pair of glasses that this man has, that for some reason the glasses are just better. Or if I go get something from somebody else versus from my people, it's just better. And I think we don't give ourselves the chance sometimes because we just think that basically everything everybody else has is just better than what we have. We put more value on things coming from, Gucci than the Black person who's made his own sneaker, So that's one thing I think about. I think that slavery has also conditioned us to not believe and trust in each other. And the thing about it is that it's not Black people just aren't the only ones who are out to get you. Yes, some Black people do things that don't make no sense. But we need to have more compassion for one another. When Arab people come into your neighborhood, their businesses should be viewed negatively because they just come in and take all of their money. You don't want to give the little kid 20, let the little kid go for 25 cents. So their businesses should be viewed negatively. The Chinese people, they come in and they're not trying to let you go. That's how a business should be viewed negatively. But when we come, right, soon as a Black person got a business and you ready to rain down on them before they even open, let them have one little small thing or problem. Oh yeah, you can forget about going to them. So I think Black businesses are viewed negatively because we view each other negatively internally, and then we put that on other Black people who have businesses, and then we think that everybody else stuff is better than our own. And it's a time now to actually have your own business. Black businesses are popping up, and Black schools are being open.
Essential, yeah, it's essential right now.
They got the Black. I just downloaded the app. It's official Black Wall Street. So Black people are just popping up with apps. Business being Black is Black tech and all this kind of stuff. These words are just now being able to be said at a point in time where we didn't have those things. So Black business is more prevalent. The Black dollar. These are things that you can say now without people necessarily, having the same opinion as they had before. So Black business, the time for Black business is now, and we just gotta stick with each other and be all for one.
Right. I agree with you 100%. Where we are is that we our level of patience with one another, and we can go into all of the psychological and historical reasons for that. But our level of patience and therefore, which then alters our level of unity with one another, oftentimes gets judged when it comes to the Black business, right? So the expectations of what, as you said earlier, if a Chinese restaurant in our community or if a corner store, you go to those places and you don't walk in there with the expectation of getting 5-star quality service, right? But yet we would go to the same similar Black-owned fast food restaurant and expect to get 5-star quality service. And I just think that's dead wrong, and we have to recognize that. And in doing so, we then begin to self-sabotage and, end up speaking poorly about it to our friends. Now with the internet, you can go on all of these review sites and put a negative review on Yelp or, any other for that matter, and on social media. And then it can just flat out destroy the reputation of a particular business. And I think as it relates to that, we have to be very conscious of continuing, right? So even if you go to a restaurant and you don't like the service, you have to make sure and go back, right? But before you do so, you go to the owner and you let him or her know, what you didn't necessarily like, and not in a, I'm going to curse you out or I'm going to tell you off in front of everybody, but politely on the side, letting them know, brother or sister, I really, like coming to support your business. Something happened today that, you know, I didn't really like too much, so I wanted to bring it to your attention. But I'm going to continue to support you. I'm going to continue, you know, because I trust that you will be able, you and your staff will be able to make those changes. You know, and that may take time, right? So we again have to have patience, and we have to, you know, be very careful of managing our expectations when it comes to our businesses. And let me make sure that I'm clear. I'm not saying that we lower our expectations of each other, but we have to manage our expectations, right? So, you know, when you go to the Chinese restaurant and you don't have that quarter, and they're like, I want my money, right? And you get no food unless you bring the quarter, right? In that moment, your expectations have already been managed as to, you know, that's what they're possibly going to do if you don't have a quarter, right? And if you walk into a black business in the same situation, we might want that brother or sister to be like, go ahead, right? And our expectation, that would be our expectation, and then that could lead to issues of us, you know, being unhappy with service or saying something negative about it because they told you, you can't get your food if you don't have the quarter. So, you know, we just have to be very clear about it, and making sure again that we support each other. The more we support each other, the more black businesses we can have, and then you can have variety, and then you can start bumping it up. You know, our expectations. You know, because if you have multiple businesses within the same sector, then you have competition, right? And when you have competition amongst our own, then we can really push each other to do better each and every time. But, you know, black businesses are just as good as every other business, and we have to really be very much aware of it and recognize that we must keep the black dollar in the black community as long as possible, right? It should go through 5, 6, 7, 8 hands, if possible, of other black people before it leaves our community. And if we, you know, have that as a goal, we'd be able to accomplish it, and our businesses would get that much better.
Straight up, man. we got a ways to go, but we're getting there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, and it's just the you know, the belief, right? If we having the belief and having the vision that this is what we want to create. And we've done it before. We've done it, you know, hundreds of years ago. We've done it, you know, 50 years ago, and we're doing it today. The thing is, again, it's just we have to manage our expectations and continue to support each other and give feedback in a positive way. You know, that's the big thing that we have to be very, very mindful of.
Okay. With that being said, I don't have nothing more to say to them.
Same here, man. You got to tell them, catch us next week. Right?
That's right.
Go ahead, brother. Close us out.
Yes, sir. So every Monday we going hard. We're gonna end this first season of Ask GQ in December. So the last Monday of December. So that's when we're gonna end. So every Monday, just be ready. We're definitely gonna have Doc back on. So you know, you don't have to worry about that. If y'all love what the brother's saying.
Yeah, love to be back, man.
That's right. He will be here. Keep your eyes open, pay attention, and show love. Peace.
All right. Peace.